Hey guys, it's Allie. On this episode of Storytime, I will be telling you guys a story of one of the worst experiences I've ever had at a spa. So recently, my birthday had just passed, and for my birthday, my mom and I had decided that we would go to a spa to have a relaxing day. So we wanted to make kind of like a whole day out of it. So we booked for double massages and the bath spring. So we're thinking this is gonna be so relaxing. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. This is gonna be really, really fun. So we start driving to the spa and we go look around for parking, and we drive up to the entrance and we see this guy working there, and we're like, hey, I don't see any parking, where do we park and stuff? And right in front of us was this other lady in her truck van, and she looked so lost, and she was just frustrating the hell out of us because she didn't know where she was going. So the guy tells us that we have to park on the other side of the street. And keep in mind, there's barely any parking on that other side, and there's no walkway. So even if we park on the other side, we have to walk past a bunch of oncoming cars on both sides of the road. Anyways, we found parking and we had to cross the street, right? So we both grab our bags with our bathing suits and our purses, and we start running across the freaking street, trying to avoid cars and passing when they're not there. So after cheating death from running across the road, we finally get to the entrance doors and we see this long lineup. We had already pre-booked our massages, so we were supposed to be there, but because of all the commotion and so many people around, we were late. So we go in, we don't even have time to undress, nothing. We go in and we are led up to the massage rooms, and then we meet our masseuses. The girl that was going to be doing my massage asked me a bunch of questions. She's like, do you have any health issues? Do you have diabetes, or do you take medication? Do you do anything? I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm perfectly healthy. I don't have any pains, or I'm not sensitive or anything. Anyways, so we finally take our coats off and we go to the little room where they massage you. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be so fun. It's gonna be relaxing. I'm gonna have a good time. So we get into the massage, right? And I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna relax. So I'm laying on my front and she puts this heat towel pad on my back. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of warm. It's kind of hot, but I mean, I can deal with this. So basically she starts rubbing the pad on my back, and then she takes it off and starts to proceed to start massaging. She then takes both of her forearms and puts them directly on my back and starts putting so much pressure on my back. Literally, I felt like she was gonna start doing a handstand on me. What the hell? Literally, she put so much pressure that my lungs started to feel like they were being pushed down on. So I literally felt like I was being crushed. So she did that a couple times, and I just I couldn't breathe. And keep in mind, these chairs that, chairs, they're these kind of beds that you sit on or lay on. They have this little head piece where you have to put your face in. So my face is literally this. So I look absolutely ridiculous, and they're the hole to breathe is really tiny. So I have my face in this little tiny donut. So keep in mind, I barely have any room to breathe. So when she started pushing on my back, I couldn't breathe at all because my lungs were being flattened. But not only that, I didn't have much space to breathe. So I basically just tried to tough it out and was like, okay, just breathe little breaths, Allie. Don't move too much. So basically I was like, okay, I guess this is part of the massage. I don't know what she's doing to me. I don't know if she's trying to kill me or something. I mean, she's a professional, right? She probably knows what she's doing. So I didn't think anything of it. I just I took it easy. For the rest of the massage was, like, kind of weird because, like, she did a lot of pulling on me. So, like, my body was being pulled from left or right with my arms. Like, basically, like, everything just felt like she was just putting so much pressure on me. I felt like I was being freaking chop sueyed or something. Do you guys know, like, those, like, meat hammer things that, like, you just tenderize meat with? Like, they have, like, it looks like a hammer with, like, little spikes on it. Literally, I felt like I was being, like, just pounded with a hammer on my back and my legs, and just everything felt like I was just, it was painful. And I was like, isn't this supposed to be relaxing? I'm in more pain right now than I'm relaxed. Like, I don't understand what she's doing to me. But I let it slide. I said, you know what, like, I'll just chuck it up. Maybe I'll tough it out. If she's hurting me a little bit, I'll just tough it out. It's not a big deal. And, you know, we'll just see, like, you know, how I feel kind of thing. Maybe it feels, you know, maybe you feel relaxed after the massage. Like, I wasn't really sure. So after being Donkey Kong smashed to bits, the massage was finally over, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I can, like, put on my bathing suit and stuff, and just, like, we can go to the baths. So as I'm looking through my bag to make sure everything's all there and, like, I'm all set, like, we're all ready to go to the springs, I go to check, like, my wallet and stuff to go see, like, if I had any, like, extra change for, like, the tip. So I was, like, looking through my purse, and all of a sudden I feel it. And then I start to feel my finger hurting. And then I go look, and guess what? I got a freaking paper cut. So my finger's bleeding, and I'm just like, you kidding me right now? Like, this is not the time. The, like, massage therapists are outside waiting for us to get out of the room, like, to get, like, everything, like, changed and everything so we can, like, leave. And they're, like, putting pressure on us, like, oh, well, you know, time's ticking, you have to get out of the room and stuff. And, like, I'm just, like, shuffling everything around. I'm like, so under pressure right now. My finger's bleeding, and I'm just like, oh my god, life right now. So after, like, we dealt with that whole stressful ordeal of, like, having to leave the massage rooms, like, super quickly, we ended up going downstairs and getting our little cubby hole, like, our locker, so we can put all of our, like, coats and, like, our, like, bags and everything in there, like, bathing suits, flip-flops. So when we get to these locker rooms, it literally is a tiny little space where, like, nobody could even walk past. Like, the benches are, like, so small, and everything is just, like, really crowded. So I'm trying to get to my locker and unlock, like, the little pad, and there's somebody in the way, so I have to wait for them. Finally, I get to my locker and I start changing and, like, putting everything away. So my mom and I figured that we're gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna go to the bath springs so we could, like, you know, enjoy it a little bit more, you know, take our time, relax. So we go to the main floor, and then we order our food and then go sit down at, like, this cafeteria kind of looking, like, area. And my mom was like, so how did you like your massage? And I'm like, well, I couldn't breathe. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, she was, like, putting so much pressure on my back. Like, I literally, like, I really felt like I was being butchered. Like, I literally felt like I was tomorrow's freaking ham sandwich meal. So I asked my mom, like, how she enjoyed her massage. So basically, like, the girl who did the massage for my mother was really, really rough. And the girl that did the massage for me was, like, Bam Bam or something. I literally felt like I was just being beaten. And the worst part of all of that was that my massage therapist, her bones actually started cracking. So, like, while she's massaging me, all I hear is so anyways, my mom and I chucked it up to, like, wasn't the best massages ever, but you know what? Whatever, like, we can just forget about it and, like, you know, look forward to the baths. So after lunch, we take our towel and robe and, like, start getting ready to go outside. The spring baths are outside, so like it's the winter, so it's really, really cold outside. So there's like a lot of steam because of like the heat of the spot and like the coldness of like the weather outside. So basically the baths were really, really steamy, and I was like, oh my god, my eyelashes are gonna fall off, my like makeup is gonna melt, I'm gonna look like freaking like a wax museum gone wrong. But my mom was like, come on, we have to try them, they look really cool, and like, you know, we've never tried them before, I've never tried them before, you know, we should totally like try it out. So I was like, okay, we'll go. So I don't exactly remember how cold it was outside, but it was so cold that it was like practically snowing, and like there's ice everywhere. The lifeguards and the people who supervise the spas were literally in coats, scarves, hats, ski glasses, like literally they were equipped for this winter. So you just see everybody like at the spas just like freaking in their like bikinis, and everybody's so freaking cold. My mom is like freaking out. She's like, it's so cold, it's so cold, it's so cold. So we walk outside in our bathing suits and put our robe and towels and flip-flops like on the side, like where the like little chairs are. And my mom is freezing. Like she's like, I gotta get into the water, I gotta get into the water. So she goes into the water, and I'm like toughing out the cold. I'm like, it's cold, but you know what? I'm Canadian, I can deal with this. So we end up both going into the spa, and it's nice, it's cute. The only thing is that there was a lot of people. It's just really, really crowded, and you're just like, can you please just move away? Like, I really don't like you right now. We end up seeing like other baths and like other sections, and we're like, maybe we should go try those ones out. Maybe they're less crowded. Keep in mind, these baths are really hot. They're literally like jacuzzi hot baths, and like the outside like winter was like really, really cold. So we make a run for it. We go to grab our towels and our robes and like try to dry up to walk to the other side to go see if like there's more room in the other baths. So it came to the point where we started walking around. We see like little like baths, we see bigger baths, and my mom's feet started freezing so cold. She was like, I can't do this, I'm gonna get like kidney problems, I have to go back into the bath. And I started to feel that my toes were getting really, really, really cold, so I shortly joined her after. Before I did though, I put my robe and towel on top of like a little like hanger thing, and both my towel and robe were like full of water, so I put it on like the little rack to like kind of like drip out, I guess. So we go back into the water, and there's just steam all over the place. It was like so bad we couldn't even see each other. And like in these baths, like you can't even talk. Well, you can talk, but like you can't really talk that much. There's like this guy that walks around with a sign that says, be quiet. So the winds are blowing, my face is starting to freeze, and my body is warm because my body's in the water, but my whole head is like out of the water. So my face starts to just Frosty the Snowman because like it's getting so cold and windy, and the rest of my body's fine, but my earlobes start to like really, really, really go super cold, and I couldn't even feel my earlobes. So my mom and I were like, okay, we gotta get out now. And my mom grabs her flip-flops, she grabs everything, she goes like super fast, just sprinting for the door because it's so cold. But Allie is taking her sweet time trying to like get everything in order, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be fast, but like at the same time, I can tough out the cold a little bit more. So I go to grab my robe and my towel, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wrap my towel around me to like take out this like chlorine hot water, you know what I'm saying? I go to put on my towel, and my towel is full of ice. I literally was Mr. Freezing myself, wrapping myself in an ice-covered freaking towel. So I'm freezing, and my towel is not even absorbing a single drop of whatever water I have on me. So I literally grab everything and just like head to like the nearest door possible. So I'm super uncomfortable now. I'm like cold and like my feet are freezing. I smell like chlorine and I'm just really unhappy right now. So we're just like, you know what, we're gonna go home. Let's go to the lockers and just get all our stuff and leave. So as we go to the lockers, I need to change. So I grab all my like dry clothes and then I go to the bathroom to like take the bathing suit off to put on my dry clothes. I hear my mom in the distance, but I can't really hear her that well. So I'm assuming like she wants me to kind of hurry up or something. So I'm trying to like hurry up as much as I can. And like I start changing and everything. So I try to open the door to leave like the bathroom stall. And I kid you not, my foot got stuck under the door. Because there's not that much space in the bathroom stall, I couldn't really position myself that great. So when I went to go open the door, my foot got stuck underneath it and it scraped my toe. So I'm like, it's so much pain. I can't even scream because like we're in a public place, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really say anything that much. So my toe is bleeding like it's freaking Friday the 13th. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to get myself a Band-Aid. I need something. I'm in so much pain right now. Let me just get to my locker, hurry up, go home. I can't deal with this anymore. So I start walking back to my locker like a penguin because like my foot is in so much pain. And my mom sees me and she's like, did you get all your stuff? And I'm like, I just hurt my foot. Like, what do you mean? And again, the lockers are packed. People are everywhere. And I just can't even get to my locker because like there's just so many people. So while I'm waiting for like the ladies to like move away from my locker, I decide I'm gonna like set myself up like at the bench next to it so I could like bandage up my foot. So like lo and behold, some really large lady has to pass. So I'm just here with like my foot on the bench and I'm trying to put this Band-Aid on and she's like, excuse me. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now, lady? Like this is not the time. Like I'm in so much pain. I'm cold. I smell like chlorine. Can you please just walk around or something? So I try to get out of her way so she could just pass and get it over with. And then I like wrap the Band-Aid around my foot and I just try to put some socks on because I'm like so much pain. So my mom already got everything done. She has like everything packed, everything's good. And I'm still waiting here for people to like get out of my way so I could like get my stuff. Finally, I get to my locker, open it, take out my coat. I start dressing myself up to leave. And I just literally was so happy to just get out of that stupid crowded locker. I was just so frustrated. Like I really I felt like I was in a like gym or something and like it was just terrible. So we go to leave and we're passing by the entrance and the girls at the desk, they stop us and was like, so how did you enjoy your like time at the spa? Not kidding, you guys. I didn't say a word. I just let my mom talk. She's like, oh, it was nice, blah, 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 blah. In my head, I was like, this is a lie. It's all a lie. The cake is a lie. Everything's a lie. Let me just go home right now. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm bleeding. My toe hurts. I'm cold. I smell like a freaking kiddie pool. Can I just please leave? So finally, they stop talking and then we could finally get to the car. So again, we have to walk past like freaking Alice in Wonderland road to like get to our car because there's no parking. So there are cars coming one way, cars coming the other way. We got our 2 bags. We smell like chlorine. We're just fed up right now. We just want to go home. We're tired. So we finally find an opportunity where like no cars are coming by and we just like leg it all the way to the car. Finally we get to the car and I'm just like, no, never again. Never again. So like while I'm in the car, I start to feel like, oh my God, my back kind of hurts and my legs kind of hurt. So I just brushed it off and I'm just like, I just want to get home. I want to take a shower. I just want, just God help me right now. So I wake up the next day and I kid you not, I feel like I'm an old lady that just got run over by a motorcycle. My hip hurts, my back hurts, my legs hurt. I feel like I literally went on like some Bob the Builder construction site and just got trampled over from like all the machines. So not only did we have shit parking that we had to like risk our lives like running across a freaking street to avoid cars to get to the place, then to boot, I got freaking meat tenderized by this massage lady that I like couldn't even breathe from. A really crappy lunch and like a really cold ass freaking Frosty the Snowman time in the freaking springs. Anyways, just never again. Just no. Anyways, I hope you guys like the story. Have you guys ever been to a spa? And if so, was it a good experience or a bad experience? Clearly mine was not the good experience. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Stay loyal, stay royal. Bye, guys!